Hey everybody, it's Oracle 684 back here once again, and we got a movie review here, and this time it is on one of my favorite horror movie franchises, Friday the 13th. It's a Friday the 13th related movie, and it is none other than Jason Goes to Hell. Originally, it was Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. I actually got this is the DVD, but I also got it on VHS, and I got it in a protective sleeve. So at the bottom of it, it says, sorry about the lighting, The Final Friday. You don't get The Final Friday on here unless you turn it around and look into the little bit of the credits. Credits is what I call them. So you get the unrated and R-rated version. And it's the same thing on the VHS. You get the unrated director's original cut. So, yeah, it's really, really cool. I think the art to this is really something. But you also, on the VHS, like what I was saying earlier, it does say at the bottom right here, The Final Friday. It says right here, the creator of the first returns to bring you the last. Well, you got to think, though, too. We've had 8 films of Friday the 13th done by Paramount. Get to 1993. And Friday the 13th, Paramount got rid of the rights to New Line. And it's kind of funny, you know, going back then, I don't know how many people actually thought about it. I mean, of course, I was really, really young when this movie came out. I mean, this was not in 93. I think I might have had to been maybe at least 10, 11, maybe 12 at the time. And when you say Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, and this is put out by New Line, not Paramount anymore, is it really the Final Friday? Like 9 years, I think it's like, it was 9 years later, we get to Jason X. There's another Jason film coming out. And it's like, there's no way that Paramount would go ahead and give the rights to New Line, and the New Line go ahead and, you know, basically make one last Friday the 13th. Why would you do that if you got the rights to Friday the 13th and go ahead and just call it The Final Friday? Doesn't make any sense, but a lot of people, I don't think, in 93 were even thinking about that. So we get into the film. It doesn't even explain how Jason comes back. It basically has no connection with really any of the previous films that were made by Paramount or produced by Paramount or whatever you want to call it. And the only thing that kind of links it to the original Paramount stuff is when they mention about Pamela Voorhees in one scene, and you know, that was it. The other thing that's very, very unique about the film, of course everybody knows about it, is that Jason's not in it much, and the whole reasoning for that is that he jumps through bodies. Now, if anybody has not seen this film, I would suggest not watching this video, because there is going to be a spoiler in here. In the beginning of the film, Jason does get blown up by I believe they call themselves the FBI Task Force. I think that's what it's called. And of course, how the whole scenario goes is that his body gets shipped off to Youngstown, Ohio, and the morgue attendant there goes ahead and does the autopsy and so on, and then all of a sudden Jason's heart starts beating, right? So my whole thing is when it's beating, Jason's heart is beating, and it's beating. What really made the coroner, Phil, want to pick up and eat the heart? Now you gotta watch the unrated version because it is nasty. I actually just got done watching it tonight, you know, for my horror movie 31 Days of Halloween, which I'm doing. And I mean, it's wild. I remember when the movie first came back out, or when the movie came out in '93, and of course, this is when we had the VHS. The VHSs were still around. I wasn't able to watch it. My mom and my stepfather watched it, and I had to go to bed. And I remember being in bed, and I can hear the TV, and I can hear parts of the film, and I'm like, man, I remember seeing part of the I remember seeing some of the trailer back in '93, but I officially didn't get to see Jason Goes to Hell until I would believe back in my junior high days when I was in junior high school, because a buddy of mine had the movie, and he says, "Man, you want to see Jason Goes to Hell?" I says, "Yeah, I've never even seen this one. You know, go ahead and watch it." It is very different. I know a lot of fans back in '93 didn't like it. They were disappointed because Jason wasn't in the whole entire thing as the physical Jason, the hockey mask and all. But this one is kind of growing on me just a little, just like Halloween 5. It is growing on me, but I'm like 50-50 on Jason Goes to Hell. I like it. It has nothing really to do with the Paramount films. You don't get camp counselors. You get Jason jumping through bodies. And another thing that was really much of a shocker was that Jason had a sister. When I first heard that, I'm like, what? Because in the original Friday the 13th film from 1980, there's a scene in the movie where Mrs. Voorhees says Jason was her only child. Now, we don't discover who Jason's father is or what his name is until we get to this film here. And I believe Diana is Jason's sister. Now, I believe Diana is Eliza Voorhees' daughter. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you go back and watch Friday the 13th, 1980, Pamela says that Jason was her only child. So what I'm coming at, and I think everybody else would probably agree, is that Diana is the stepsister of Jason. So a very interesting twist, and this whole factor of him only dying by a Voorhees was really, really interesting. So we're given the secrets of how he can actually die, but in this case there was Jason X that came after us, and then finally we got Freddy vs. Jason, and then we got the 2009 remake, which I was so hyped up for, but very disappointing. No offense, there was nothing wrong with Derek Mears' performance in that, but anyways, I'm getting off on a little topic. This is about Jason Goes to Hell, not the 2009 remake or reboot. But yeah, I mean the movie is filled with gore. It's got a lot of awesome special effects by K&B Studios. I'm actually going to be going to Days of the Dead hopefully next month in Chicago here, and Greg Nicotero, who is or was with K&B Studios, I think he still is going to be there. So hopefully I'll be able to meet him. That'd be fun. I don't know if I'm going to have him sign this, but I looked at his body of work, and I know he's done worked on Scream and Scream 2. So, but other than that, the special effects were really, really good. If you can't stomach a lot of gore, then this is a film that I don't think you should see. But I'm able to stomach it because hey, I'm a Friday the 13th fan, and I honestly think that as goofy as the New Line Jasons are, including, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, and you got, Freddy vs. Jason. I don't think there really was I don't think really out of the New Line ones, they weren't that bad, but they're not as good as the Paramount Friday the 13th. But, just going back and looking at this, Adam Marcus was in his real early 20s when he made it. And there's a scene in the film which I don't know why they kept it in. Is when they first showed the Voorhees house, they show the Voorhees mailbox with the nameplate Voorhees. He misspelled the name. There was supposed to be 2 O's, not 1 O. But I don't know why they kept that in. It's beyond me, but it is what it is. That's just, I guess, a rookie mistake when you are a filmmaker. But yeah, I mean, that's it, man. My overall thing on Jason Goes to Hell, I mean, I'm 50-50. I enjoy it for what it is. I think it's really neat, something different. We get to see him jump through people's bodies, even though it's not him in his physical form. In the middle of the film, it's still cool to see him being inside someone else's body and just doing what he does best. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's not my favorite out of the franchise. Everybody knows that 1 through 4 are my favorite, or 1 through 5. If I had to pick, which Friday the 13th that I like the most, I'm going to say 2. But then, 1 and 3 are right up there. But other than that, this is it, guys. This is my thoughts. This is a little review on Jason Goes to Hell, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I know I did. It's fun. Love this month that we're in. Cool weather. The Halloween atmosphere is coming up. Man, awesome. Take care, guys.